Welcome to this short introduction to the MyProfile ePortfolio system. MyProfile has been specifically tailored and developed by Edict Training. You're going to find it's a particularly intuitive system which is completely customizable by both staff and pupils. This system is designed to offer the maximum support to pupils' aspirations both academically and in the job market. Our ePortfolio system brings together all the flexibility you and your pupils are looking for with a professional looking end result. Let's take a look inside. Pupils will find they've got access to everything they're going to need to record their achievements throughout their school career. While they're doing this, they can customise and personalise the look of MyProfile to suit their own needs and tastes. We're looking at the default theme right now. There's quite a range of other looks available. Let's look at some here. This is just one option. Let's take a look at another. One of the main attractions of the system is that while pupils are building their ePortfolio, they can be encouraged to include so much more than academic achievement. They can tag all their various achievements to life, learning and work. For this specific reason then, the system meets the needs of pupils at both ends of the academic spectrum. Pupils with no major academic achievements will be able to demonstrate with evidence situations that require them to be a good team worker or a good communicator for the benefit of a prospective employer or as part of an application for adult or further education. And at the other end of the educational spectrum, the system is ideal to help pupils organise their thoughts and their evidence as part of their personal statement for a university application, for example, and potentially set them apart from other applicants who may have similar academic achievements. In terms of content on the front page, you're seeing the basic default layout right now. In addition to being able to customise the look, pupils can add in other blocks of their own. They can easily go to add a block and choose from a range of options. I'll select a calendar, and blocks can be moved around the desktop to suit. The process to create a record of achievement couldn't be more straightforward. We're going to click on the Create Achievement button, and the first thing to do is to give our achievement a name. A description can be placed in here. That description can be as brief or as detailed as the pupil wants, but crucially the pupil can go back and refine it over time to make sure they capture the full detail and get the chance to edit the record as their skills develop. There's the opportunity for the teacher to comment, and of real benefit is the fact that the achievement can be tagged to this list of skills. The pupil can then save, and they now have a permanent, ongoing record of that achievement. These achievements, of course, shouldn't be restricted to just schoolwork. Pupils should be encouraged to illustrate as broad a range of their skills and interests as possible to give as accurate a record of their capabilities as it's possible to get. Pupils also have the option to create a personal learning plan. The real benefit of this, of course, is in opening up the option for pupils to take charge of the development of their own learning and setting smart targets. It makes sense to set these targets at intervals of probably one term at a time. Primary targets might be broad in terms of literacy and numeracy, whereas secondary targets could be more subject focused. But of course the beauty of the system is that it's flexible enough to allow pupils, possibly under the direction of their teachers, to decide for themselves exactly how it should be structured. Here's an example of an achievement that's been set, and note the capability for the pupil to rate themselves, which has the double benefit here of keeping them focused and, as you can see, allowing the teacher the opportunity to give the pupil feedback on how they think they're progressing. And the real attraction of this summary page is that it's clear to see where the pupil's opinions on the status differs from the teacher's opinions on the status. Let's now go into the ePortfolio section, and you'll see that there are two areas, the content and the portfolio pages. If we click on the content pages, pupils can manage their profile, and one excellent tool here is the files option, where pupils have access to a safe, secure, permanent 1 GB worth of file storage accessible from any machine. Many file management issues can be resolved right here, safe in the knowledge that pupils have got constant access to anything they've ever made electronically. Uploading files is quick and straightforward and is a standard workflow that pupils are used to. Other options worth noting here are the journal and resume options. The journal option, for example, could be used as a learning diary, allowing pupils to reflect on their own progress, while the resume option could get pupils thinking very early on how to structure and assemble all of that vital information that's going to be needed at some point for academic and vocational applications. The portfolio option here can be used to evidence achievement, but it's got so many other uses too. This is essentially a very quick and easy way to create a web page. It's achieved by simply clicking here on Create Page, and pupils can use all the tools here to create their page, but crucially, multiple versions of their achievements can easily be created and adjusted to suit different audiences, whether it's one version for coursework evidence and another version produced with a potential employer in mind, and a different version again for their own personal use. The page could be absolutely anything from an electronic CV to a copy of the report card or material used as a collaborative project across multiple schools, a coffee morning they organised. There's an infinite list. Back in the Pages option, we'll take a quick look at this S3 profile. And here's a pupil's activity set out covering school subjects and wider school events, laid out in columns here. And it's worth noting that the blocks in these columns can be absolutely anything electronic, from text to images to audio and video. The look and the layout and the content of this page is very easily managed. If we go back into the Portfolio tab and say Create Page again, pupils are definitely going to find that the tools here for managing all their content are both easy to use and intuitive. Let's pick an option for layout then. I'll go with this option and save. I'll select a JPEG. And save. We'll go to the General tab. I'll grab this achievement and put it underneath. Select it and save. And third and last, we'll grab a text box and put it over here. We'll just save that. I'll give it a name. And we'll save it. And say done. Having created my page, we'll click on Share and see a really powerful feature where the pupil can control access to the information to certain groups with time restrictions if required. Using the Edit Access option and the Secret URLs option, pupils have the capability to decide who gets to see the material and for how long. Also within MyProfile is the option to copy a page, particularly useful from a teacher's point of view, where an example of a well put together page could be copied and distributed like a template around pupils. And lastly, the group options mean that pages can be created with multiple authors, meaning groups can work together on a single project and have a central focus for their efforts. All in all then, the opportunities that arise from MyProfile's ePortfolio system are endless and limited only by the pupil's own creative imagination.